Welcome back to the channel. Today this is what show is this?
Two seats, one screen.
2 seats, 1 screen. I prefer a movie review show, but let us know what you think is better, catchier title. We just tried to re-record our obsession discussion, and then my phone storage ran out, so I had to turn down the quality and delete photos and text messages so that I have more storage. Next time it'll look better. I just don't want to record in a higher quality and let it run into that problem again, because this discussion will be a little longer than our obsession discussion. I do want to talk about what we were just talking about on obsession, though, because I feel like I was kind of cooking with my analogy.
Which one?
The Fairly Odd Parents thing.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to still try to upload our last discussion with obsession, because I still think that was a good video. I'll upload that separately. That will be 30 minutes, or that the unedited footage was 30 minutes. But I didn't mention in that video, this is totally unrelated to the Backrooms, by the way, so if you don't care about it, or if you don't care about obsession, then skip this, or if you haven't seen it, then skip it, although I don't think I'm spoiling anything really, because it's like 10 minutes in the movie you'll know the whole concept of the movie. But there's an episode of Fairly Odd Parents where Timmy wishes that he and Trixie were the only people in the world. It's pretty much the exact same concept and themes.
You're having a hard time focusing.
Yes, I am.
What you said was that you saw somebody say there's an episode of Fairly Odd Parents that Timmy wishes he and Vicky.
Well, no, not Vicky.
Who?
Trixie. Vicky's his babysitter that he is.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I'm almost 35 and it's been quite some time since I've seen it.
Well, I will say I think the video that I saw this from was from the Dead Meat podcast, and they didn't really go into it. They just said, I think there's a Fairly Odd Parents that's similar to this. They didn't really go into the episode. But the episode, like I said, is a wish. The whole show is based off of wishes, and he wishes for him and Trixie to be the only people in the world. Trixie is obsessed with him, and mostly she just wants to be loved and to be obsessed over as she's obsessing over Timmy. And Timmy doesn't really go as manic as Trixie does, so that Trixie basically goes crazy and starts using violence and has even crazy eyes and jitters. And it's basically what happens in obsession. It's all nice and good.
Well, and if it hadn't been a kid's cartoon, I'm sure it would have turned to exactly what obsession is. Yeah.
Because in obsession, it's all nice and good in the beginning, but as soon as things start to get amped up and Timmy isn't on the same crazy level as Trixie, that's when Trixie starts going even crazier, because she feels like she's not being loved how she should be, which is exactly how Nikki feels in obsession. All right, I had my AirPods in and I thought I was affecting the recording, but we're good. As I was saying, or as I was about to say, Curry Barker, the director of Obsession, is, around the age that we would have been watching Fairly Odd Parents.
Is he?
Yes. That's
we were allowed to watch Fairly Odd Parents, but I think that was reaching a bit. I think my dad hated that show.
I think rewatching. We watched, because we got the Nick Pick DVD, which is a compilation, and the compilation has a Timmy Jimmy Power Hour one, which is kind of a banger.
My dad liked Jimmy Neutron, but not Fairly Odd Parents.
Jimmy Neutron is better than Fairly Odd Parents, but
so much better. But
Timmy is a lot more annoying in that episode specifically. Yeah, the voice is pretty grating. Well, that's the thing, is that was very common back then. I feel like there was always that annoying character that had a high-pitched, squealing pig voice.
I feel like that one specifically is so bad. So bad.
I think it's Terrace.
I will never let Vienna watch that show.
I don't
There's
even know
nothing about it that is worth watching.
I think some of the early episodes are good, just because it's a lot more tame. Cosmo voice, he is very flanderized, and he becomes Patrick in the later seasons of SpongeBob, where he's super dumb and lobotomized. Anyway, this is a discussion about Backrooms.
Not Fairly Odd Parents.
As you can see by the poster, there is a theme.
Horror.
No.
Oh.
YouTuber horror.
Oh.
Shelby Oaks was
I've never seen that. So.
I've never seen it either. I bought the poster before the movie came out because I was so excited for it. I bought it before and I was like, I'm going to be first in line, and it didn't even play in our town. Remember? I was like, I talked about it for at least a week.
I don't remember.
I even called the theaters and I said...
I don't remember it being about Shelby Oaks.
Yeah, it was about Shelby Oaks. Well, it's because it was Chris Stuckman, which is... I even have his book right there. Mm-hmm. I loved Chris Stuckman growing up. I loved his movie reviews. He's a very big inspiration on me. I bought the poster in anticipation. I got it for $10. I was like, holy shit, it's a steal. And then it didn't come out here. I called one theater and then I literally showed up in person to the one in town here. Mm-hmm. And I said, are you guys going to play the movie? I see the poster. I even took a picture. I was so excited.
The poster was at the theater?
The poster was at the theater. They had it on the wall. I took a picture.
Why would they have the poster if they weren't going to play
That's what I told them. I said, why the fuck do you guys have the poster if you aren't going to play the goddamn movie?
Yeah.
And, I don't know. It's just, we got the poster sent out to us, but we didn't get the movie. And I was like, wow, that's awesome. I don't even remember what movie we were watching. We were at the theater, and then I went to the bathroom, and I saw the poster. I'm like, oh my god, and I took a picture. And then a month later, I asked, and they're like, nah, we're not playing it. I was so fucking pissed. Backrooms and Obsession is both created by YouTubers. Obsession is made by Curry Barker, one half of comedy duo That's a Bad Idea.
All right, I'll just be a second. What do you want?
Oh yeah, thanks man. I'll just do like a iced caramel macchiato, upside down, poured over, double shot of espresso, iced with no ice, blind a cup of caramel, no whipped cream, ristretto.
Ristretto?
25 years old, unprecedented box office numbers, crazy milestone, historic numbers being made, especially against a Star Wars movie. And then we have Kane Parsons, 16 years old, when he was contacted by producers to create his own movie.
4 or 5 years back, when we came across the viral shorts for Backrooms, and we're like, you know what, this is awesome. We should talk to this guy.
Kane was 16.
We didn't know that until we reached out to him. He was 16 years old, and on our first Zoom with him, his dad needed to be on the Zoom with him. We wanted to make sure we have permission from the father. That was how young he was.
And I'm going to go into a very, 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 very brief explanation of the Backrooms. It's an image that was apparently taken in 2002. It is of a furniture store in Wisconsin. The image was posted on 4chan, like 20-something, I don't even know. Not that long ago, but it was posted, and it kind of created the subgenre liminal space horror. And it's kind of history from there. Kane Parsons saw this as a teenager, very young boy, and at least 15, because if he got contacted about it at 16, then I guess they could have contacted him within the year that he made it. At least 15 to 16, created in Blender, which is not a very easy program to use, created the entirety of the Backrooms. So very impressive stuff. Kind of a prodigy, in my opinion, because he also scored his original Backrooms series, and he scored with, he co-wrote and co-created the soundtrack to this movie. And he executive produced it. I mean, it's I don't know what this kid, what he can't do.
What he can't do?
What he can't do. I mean, he didn't write it. I originally said in the video that we talked about earlier that he had co-wrote it with somebody else, but his writing credit is actually credited as the original creator of the series. Because when the movie ends, it says, based off of the internet's whatever by Kane Parsons.
It does say that?
Mm-hmm.
When speaking about liminal space as a photography medium more than anything, I think the first thing you'll find is a sort of a blank slate feeling, a feeling of like very spaces that are just specific enough to really point in the direction of like, oh, I have something to latch onto here, but also very, very ambiguous where there's no actual human presence to be found that you're going to sort of, feel, I guess, alienated by.
So yeah, that's kind of the history of it. I won't go into like further detail like I did before.
I think there's plenty of videos that you can find.
There's plenty and plenty and plenty of videos that you can find and see for yourself if you want to go into the lore of the Backrooms. I've only personally seen a few of the videos, and I really skimmed through them. I didn't really absorb it all. I will one day sit down and watch it all because I am very curious. But it's a very thought-provoking, in my opinion, and as well as a very rich world that I can't wait to see further explored on. Shattered its box office number within like 5 days. Before who had the title as the biggest A24 movie was Marty Supreme, which came out last year. So it was only a short-lived title. And this movie made $100 million off of $10 million so far. I think it's projected to make like $300 million.
Do you think that with the mixed reviews, it will continue?
Well, that's the thing with like Obsession did pretty good its first week, but then,
I don't even see mixed reviews on Obsession.
That's the thing is like Obsession did pretty good its first week, but then it just like word of mouth completely took it over. Everybody kept talking about it in a positive light, whereas Backrooms has a more mixed response. I think it's like 7 out of 10 people enjoy the movie, while the other 3 are like, nah, this ain't it. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of like a worldwide discussion, and by worldwide I mean the United States, because I don't know what people are saying outside of the United States, but as far as here, it was a statewide discussion, countrywide discussion. Everyone seems to be watching this and Backrooms so much that it's beating out Mandalorian, Star Wars, Grogu. Very exciting times, and I really hope this is the future of at least horror. I don't know if it's going to be the future of regular movies.
Whatever it is, I think it's cool to have younger directors. Yeah.
Well, and it's a trend with YouTubers now. I think the only person that hasn't succeeded was Chris Stuckman with Shelby Oaks. I think it did okay financially, but the reception wasn't very great. I think it was very mixed because it was like, oh, it's too much like the movies that he criticized. Holy shit, this cat is like pissing me off. He's like going to town on his ass. And he's making so much noise. But I'm saying, I think a lot of people are in that boat right now with Obsession, where they're not really horror fans. They're just kind of movie going, like, I just want to get out of the house. Kind of, like, that's what they want to do.
Yeah.
They're not really, like, in the horror community watching all these horror movies. And then they're watching Obsession, which is a well-made horror movie, but it's not really, like, groundbreaking or changing the formula. And people are taking it and being like, this is the greatest thing that's ever happened. And I think with Backrooms, which is very unique in its concept, but I think asking too much of its audience, that they're being like, I don't know, I can't really handle all this.
I think it's a good movie, but I do not come from a gaming background with like this lore knowledge of liminal spaces or what these backrooms are.
This is a movie catered to kids born in the 2000s that are chronically online, who had unsupervised access to the internet, which is me.
Which is probably Kane Parsons too.
Kane Parsons, yeah. I mean, the fact that he was even on 4chan at 15 or whatever, probably even younger than that, tells me that he's a degenerate, like legitimately. Yeah. Anyone on 4chan, no matter the age, especially at that age, you're kind of groomed to either be a Nazi or just the worst person ever, or a successful director. And
those are the only options.
And he picked the right one. I think even with this discussion, I don't even think we can get to anywhere without spoilers. So I think this is the...
I mean, I assume when people watch movie reviews, they've already seen the movie.
Sometimes. There are some movie reviews that I want to watch, like from creators that I like, that I have not watched yet because I haven't watched it. Or like I'll watch up until the spoiler part. So there's a few videos that I've gotten like 4 minutes into and then they go to the spoilers. I'm like, I can't watch it anymore.
Okay, well.
So this is it.
Spoilers ahead.
Spoilers ahead. This is it.
Yeah.
Fuck, where do we even start with this movie? Okay, as someone who has little experience with found footage, how effective was it for you, and would you hate it?
It's honestly not that effective for me.
Really? So if it was the entire movie, would it bother you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So you couldn't sit through an entire found footage film?
I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Wow.
Well, I think that from the get, because obviously it starts with found footage.
What about mockumentary?
That's different.
Okay.
It starts with found footage. So immediately off the bat, I was telling myself, this is like meant to make you anxious.
Yeah.
Like found footage is meant to make you anxious.
Yeah, even rewatching it yesterday, knowing exactly where all the beats were, I could feel my heart like beating.
See, I was sitting there telling myself, just look at everything. Just like watch everything, but don't get anxious about it. Like,
so you weren't anxious?
I wasn't anxious. I like calmed myself from being anxious. I felt like it. Obviously, the movie wants me to be anxious. I'm not going to be anxious. So that's
Well,
how I was watching.
That's awesome for you. I'm so happy for you. I'm currently on anxiety medication, so I am not in tune with my emotions like you are. So for me, found footage has always been a comfort of mine because it's
a comfort.
Well, it's because it's like it's controlled anxiety. I think for me is what I like. Like I like being able to just like let myself feel that without it being like internal dread about death and heaven and hell and all.
I mean, I think it affects how you watch the movie. So if you let yourself be anxious right from the start, you're obviously going to be anxious the whole movie.
Well, it's like a roller coaster. It's like you get on a roller coaster to feel the adrenaline. That's how I feel about horror.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I definitely view horror different than you.
Very different. Yeah.
So, I hate trailers. So I did not watch any trailers and don't ever.
Yesterday, I showed up to the theater early for once and watched the Evil Dead trailer. And Evil Dead is my favorite franchise. And I literally saw the whole movie. I saw every death. I saw every beat. I saw every fucking thing. I even saw how they conjured up the demons or the Deadites where they're reading the book. And I was like, yo, what the fuck? Why am I even going to watch the movie?
Yeah. So I don't watch trailers because I like to just go into a movie and not have expectations or any knowledge of what's going to happen.
Well, for me, my expectations were always going to be crazy because I'd had this knowledge of the Backrooms. I am a big fan of creators getting an opportunity to get him the fuck out of here. Door hit his butt on the way out. It's unfortunate. Well, he's literally been like...
He doesn't know we're filming. You can't guide a cat into shutting
He's
up.
been annoying the entire time we've been down here.
Obviously, you know, found footage means that something happened to the filmer or the person taking the video, so then it's found later.
Sometimes. Not always. The found footage term is loose. Because there's a movie which is...
Well, in a horror movie, I think you can assume that's what is happening.
No, because there's a movie called As Above, So Below, where the ending is, spoilers to that movie, I guess, they go up through the sewer grate, and then they're, like, upside down. But they survive, or some of them survive at the end. So, like, sometimes it's found footage, sometimes it's not. I think the term kind of came from Blair Witch Project, which was legitimately found footage, which was all the characters are dead.
Mm-hmm.
This is... It even says,
spoilers.
Have you not seen Blair Witch?
No!
Well, you weren't going to watch it anyway because it's found footage.
Who's to say?
Huh?
Who's to say?
You just said I would not like...
I wouldn't have liked Backrooms if it was 100% found footage.
Well, you definitely wouldn't like Blair Witch because it's 1,000% found footage. It's way shakier. And it's 3 characters for an entire movie. So there's not even that much.
Well, it's likely I would not watch it or like it if I watched it. But...
It's classic, though. Well, my point is, that's where the term kind of originated from. Probably even not even true. Because it's not the first found footage movie, but it's the first one that cemented the genre. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of what it was. Like, it even says at the end of the movie, thank you, courtesy of the family, for letting us this footage. Same thing with Paranormal Activity.
Okay.
Thank you for the family. And yeah, I grew up watching found footage. I grew up watching horror movies mostly in the 2010s and the late 2000s, which was like 50% to 70% only found footage movies.
Mm-hmm.
And then it kind of died with COVID. I think there was like that one movie, Host, which was on Zoom, and that was like the last big found footage movie, and then that's it.
We still haven't even gotten into Backrooms.
No. So that was my question, which would it have been effective? I guess not. For me, I thought the first scene was pretty good. I thought it was a little unnecessary.
Yeah,
the middle section.
It felt like it didn't really tie into the movie as much as it probably should have.
I rewatched it because there was theories like, oh, is it the tripod monster that's following Clark, or is it the pirate?
No, it's Captain Clark.
It's 1,000% Captain Clark. I saw the little hat. Although I do want to talk about first, before we get into theories, the most effective stuff for me, which was the found footage stuff. First scene with the found footage was like moderately effective. I thought the seagull scare was pretty good. The middle part, or like before the third act, the found footage part with Billy or Bobby, Cat, and Clark, very effective for me. Probably the highlight of the movie.
Yeah, I would agree. Before everything.
As soon as you see the hole that they climb down, it's like instant dread and like absolutely not. And as soon as you get down there and it's like a red room and there's clothes everywhere, it looks musty. And then when you see the cutout head in the pile of clothing, like it's, I saw it again yesterday, and even knowing that the head was going to be there, it still freaked me out because it's such an unsettling image.
Did you look more in the back corner where Captain Clark arises from?
Yes, I looked specifically in the hallway. And it's kind of like Obsession, where it's like a still image, and then it just like becomes a fluid motion.
Well, my question with Bobby was like, why did he feel so confident just like walking around and even
I think anyone who would have saw that hole would have been like, absolutely not. But
his girlfriend was like, what the fuck are you thinking? Like,
but Clark in this scenario didn't warn him or them about.
Didn't warn them, but obviously Kat like could tell that something was happening.
Well, and the fact that they're in this supernatural predicament is enough to be like, I'm not even trusting anything.
Well, she was already like weirded out with Clark, even coming to their apartment.
Yeah, she was skeptical the entire time. Yeah, that was easily the most effective part for me. And then just like transitioning from the rooms. The Christmas room.
Christmas room is probably the freakiest for me.
Really?
I mean, yeah, I did not like it.
It was very unsettling for you?
Very unsettling.
I think that's kind of the general opinion. Everyone seems to be pretty freaked out by that scene. I think it's very effective, and that's when you see the first two still lifes. And I kind of wish there was more of that. We're getting a sequel, so I'm hoping there is more. I'm hoping there's a lot of images that are famous with the Backrooms, or just like liminal spaces. There are a lot of very famous pictures, and I hope we get more scenery of that. I mean, we got some here. I don't know. I just kind of hope there's more. I feel like we're done mostly with the office location. I hope going forward.
I would say the other effective moment for me was Clark when Mary is down in the back rooms and she's looking at the wall and it shows the little black corner sliding back, and this is before you know that it's Clark.
Oh, when he steps from the side?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is very creepy. Very
creepy because you only get the smallest glimpse of something black moving.
And yeah, it's like a shirt.
Yeah, and then she is asking like who it is, and
he's like kind of whispering.
He's whispering, like his tone is
weird.
Of
someone who's deranged. Yeah,
and like this is a different person.
Exactly. Yeah.
I for a moment thought, is this actually Clark? Like the way that he was talking, like you wonder.
Well, he was even like that on the voice message too. He was like scared.
I actually didn't understand what he said in the voice message. Like I wasn't paying attention well enough to hear what
he says on the voice message.
He opened the window.
I opened the window. Yeah. But he says it like, I opened the window. I won't be coming back.
Which I guess is why she went to find him.
Yeah.
But still.
I mean, there's no reason why anyone would do that.
Yeah.
But when I did watch it again, seeing the backstory of I don't know why I want to say Mary, I can kind of see where she's coming from. That kind of childhood would kind of make anyone go crazy, and it kind of shows that they're just giving out licenses to any therapist.
Oh yeah.
Like, I think I've legitimately gotten some pretty crazy therapists in my life.
I think most therapists are crazy in their personal lives. Yeah.
Well, even my psychiatrist now, he's telling me about his life. I'm like, holy shit, how are you even here? You kind of do have to suspend your belief a little bit with a lot of these characters. I can kind of buy Clark entering the back rooms and being like, this is where I need to be. I can just because he's already at rock bottom by the time he gets to the back rooms, and he's already kind of deranged. I mean, he's taking the role play too far,
and he's already living in a weird space. Like, he's living in his furniture store, where my only thought when he was doing that was, what about all these fucking windows around you? Yeah. Like, even though it's just the front of the store, that's enough for me to be like, no, that's uncomfortable. That's super uncomfortable.
I would at least be in the basement.
Right?
Yeah.
Which I don't see how anybody could feel comfortable in the furniture store to sleep there. It feels creepy. Like,
like sleeping a furniture store at night is very creepy.
Is creepy as fuck.
It's a creepy location.
That was my thought the whole time, was this is a fucking creepy store. Like, I do not like the vibe of it. And if I had actually walked in as a customer, I probably would have turned around.
That's the vibe of every furniture store, though. I mean, the one we have here, the famous one, or like the big one, is a little bit more like an IKEA, I guess.
Yeah.
But most furniture stores in California, where I'm from, like, are like that. And it feels like a money laundering scheme. Like, nobody's in there.
I mean, Clark's is just shitty furniture that he's claiming is, like, you know, half off or like clearance or whatever.
It's always on clearance.
It's just shit, which is shown from his commercial where he sits in the chair and it breaks.
Yeah.
But
I will say, after watching that performance again too, when he's doing the pirate thing, very good.
Yeah.
I mean, just the one take and how much he commits to it.
Yeah.
It's a really good scene.
Yeah.
So I mean, so where do we go from here? Like,
I would say not effective. Captain Clark. For me.
You're now on the boat that...
I was already...
Oh, really?
You don't remember what I said?
I guess not.
I didn't think it was that scary.
You don't think Captain Clark is scary?
No, he looks pretty goofy.
That's what my brother and cousin said.
I mean, I can see that he looks goofy, but I still get, like, why he looks that way. But I do think that he's too goofy.
I guess that's fair.
Like, he almost looks like paper mache.
Yeah, I mean, it's practical. So there's that.
I'm saying it's not effective.
I will say, watching it again, it didn't feel as scary. But when I first saw it, I was like, this is terrifying. I think just in general, the uncanny nature, like the freakishly long body, the bulging eyeballs, the kind of like doofus expression, like the blank expression that he has, like there's nothing in his mind going on, is very unsettling and uncanny for me personally.
Do you think that he's meant to just be unsettling?
I think so.
Why?
I think he's also supposed to be a representation. That's mostly what it is.
A representation of what?
Of Clark. And,
so
and everything that Clark hates, which is this furniture character, this pirate selling.
Yeah, but why is he giant?
I think because he has to be in like the lore of. I think it would have been scarier. I think it would have been less scary if he was like normal sized and chasing. I think
it would be more scary.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe
and if he had the face of the living figures.
Maybe if he had like a more deformed looking face and body and like.
If he was more like what they're called, living figures.
Still lives.
Still lives. I think if he were more like that, but also there enough to be attacking people or like whatever he was doing, the monster.
That is true.
I think that's
the
more
movement that the
creepy.
redheaded lady has in the Christmas room is pretty unsettling.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's true. Well, the thing is, in the original Backrooms, the first ever episode that he released, there's a tripod monster.
Right.
And it's freakishly long and big, and that's kind of like...
That's probably where he's like...
borrowing from.
Yeah. But at the same time, I would say I can understand why he wants it to be like from his videos, but at the same time, you're making a movie for a bigger audience. Why do you need to make it so based off of what you've already done?
Yeah, because I will say, even the tripod monster for me isn't scary. I don't think have you seen it?
No, but just hearing it.
The tripod monster?
Yeah.
It's literally like black bars.
It sounds very YouTube.
Yeah, it's like literally like, it looks like that.
Right, exactly.
Just like this big fucking thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's not scary. So why would somebody who has an opportunity to make a movie for a bigger audience not take the opportunity to make it scarier?
Yeah, well, maybe for him it was scary. I mean, for me it is scary. It's not as scary the second time around, but
I don't think it's scary. And that goes back to like how I view horror movies differently, but I think a lot of the stuff is goofy.
In the Backrooms or just horror in general?
In horror in general.
Really?
Like I see the makeup aspect of it too much to be like scared of it.
Like that show Face Off?
Yes.
I see. I can get that.
But what for you was not effective?
Well, we said this before, the chase scene.
The chase scene.
Most of the chase scene, but specifically when she's in the skyscraper portion, not skyscraper, but like the
bottomless pit.
The bottomless pit, yeah.
Which is funny because in the Mad Morpheus video, he said that was the scariest part.
Yeah, that's where I was rolling my eyes the most, and really the only time I rolled my eyes.
Yeah.
Just the whole cliche of like, oh my god, my ankle's injured, or like I'm stunned from fear. Because like I literally watched again, and I saw her on the wall like this, watching the door being pounded on, and she's just standing there.
She's not moving.
She's not really moving or reacting.
Right.
And it's like, let's get a move on.
Did you watch better, like how she actually injured herself?
Yeah, I can see how she rolled her ankle.
Just jumping over the couches.
She was just jumping over the couches, and she was like jumping from here to here, and then misstepped and went like that. So she fell in between two couches, and then probably didn't stick the landing, or like she landed improperly. Yeah,
I don't know. That moment for me wasn't effective either. Like, if she was going to be injured, she should have been injured more, in my opinion.
Yeah, I wish the chasing was longer in general, and that we were to skip that. Like, it felt like she busted her ankle to make the chasing slower.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I would have rathered her been faster.
But I think it's also because Captain Clark is slow.
That's true. He is too slow.
He's a very slow moving thing.
Yeah.
And he's so large, like she was able to escape him by fitting in between those two walls.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Generally, not an effective, like, monster, in my opinion.
That's fair. Yeah, I think that was kind of the only ineffective thing for me. I think everything else was pretty solid. I even think there could have been more. Like, this is rated R, and I'm not really sure why. I feel like I've seen gorier PG-13 movies.
Yeah, I feel like it could be easily PG-13.
And there's not even that much swearing. I think there's like 1 or 2 fucks.
Which is warranted.
I think you get 2 per PG-13.
Huh. Rated R.
It's rated R, yeah.
Yeah, I don't see that it really should be.
It's very tame. Like, it's very,
compared to, like, other rated R movies, for sure.
Yeah. Well, even PG-13 movies. There are a lot of PG-13 movies from the 2010s that are super violent. Yeah. And it's like, holy shit. they really got away with it on this rating.
That is true.
So I would have liked a little bit more. Although I do think like when Bobby is getting dragged through the door and you only get a glimpse of it, it's very effective. I think had you seen Captain Clark grabbing him, it maybe wouldn't have been as effective.
It wouldn't have been as effective.
Maybe just like
it's that you don't know what it is yet.
Yeah, and that's what it is. So I think if you have an issue with Captain Clark, you at least have most of the movie to enjoy the mystique of whatever this
monster is.
Yeah.
Yeah, because once you see him, it's kind of like, oh.
Yeah. But for me, I think what I find the scariest is just the world of it.
Yeah. Just
the uncanny nature of it. The clothes room, the Christmas room, just more of that would have been nice.
Yeah.
I think you easily could have. Like, even when he starts running from the Christmas room, you see a bunch of Christmas decorations. And it's split second. Like, it's very, very quick. Kind of reminded me of, I haven't seen the movie, I've just seen clips of it, Skinamarink, which is also made by another YouTuber, which kind of just feeds off of nostalgia and, like, uncanny childhood memories, which I kind of wish this would have delved into a little bit more. I will say, rewatching this and hearing the music from the title card, or not that I don't even think there's a title card, or I guess it is a title card. The music that plays, it reminded me a lot of the soundtrack to Yume Nikki, which translates to Dream Diary in Japan. It's a video game from 2004. And it's very similar to just the concept of Backrooms. It's more about dreams, but it's this little girl that travels through her dreams, just goes through these worlds that are very uncanny and dreamlike, and it just made me think, like, I really wish somebody, especially Kane Parsons, would tackle it. Like, that would be such a cool adaptation to see. And whatever he does for Backrooms 2, I hope he just kind of goes for it more. It felt like he was kind of testing the waters with this movie.
Yeah, I would agree. He is only 20.
He's only 20, and he didn't even write the movie. And I think there was a lot more pressure riding on him for it to be a safe financial success. And now that he's seen such instant success, I hope that they're going to be like, all right, just do whatever you want. Like,
that's so funny.
You've proven yourself.
Ari Aster with Beau's Afraid, he writes the most insane movies.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's the same company. It's the same exact company.
So I'm thinking, like, why would they make him be so safe in the writing?
I think actually, you know what's crazy? I think Beau's Afraid costs more to make.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's exactly what I was thinking, was they probably lost way more money.
Oh, they lost this considerable amount of money for Beau's Afraid.
Yeah. Beau's Afraid, I mean, I know you love it.
I think it's the best thing that has come out of the decade. Legitimately. I think it's the best thing A24 has ever produced.
I can appreciate it. It was an insanely long movie, and Ari Aster is, like, an insanely fucked up person. So, like, his movies are just wild. But I am wondering why do they let Ari Aster go so insane?
Well, because he was the cash cow. A24 had not seen the success that it had until Hereditary.
Have we not had another Ari Aster movie since then?
We had Eddington, which was like pretty...
Eddington
was
Ari Aster?
That was Ari Aster.
Really?
Are you fucking serious? That's the whole point that we saw it.
I don't remember. I guess it doesn't really fit into, like...
Well, yeah, it's not really horror. It's more like social commentary.
I do
horror.
Remember you telling me that was Ari Aster, and I was like, that doesn't really fit, like, what he was doing.
It was more social commentary horror. Yeah. And I think it's funny, I've seen people, like, bring it up recently, like, oh my god, it's crazy, like, how prevalent this is now. It's like, yeah, that's...
What is prevalent?
Just like the themes of his movie, or of that movie specifically.
Oh, well, obviously.
I think at this day and age now, just a nice year later, people are seeing the absurdity of not just the Trump administration, but just like conversation. Like, I don't know, it's a very socially relevant movie. But back to that whole conversation, I mean, that was the thing, is like A24 is making a killing off of Ari Aster, so like just do whatever the fuck you want. And then he made Beau is Afraid, and he kind of lost his credibility since then.
He absolutely lost it.
Eddington didn't really do that well either. I don't think it lost money, or at least it didn't lose as much money as Beau is Afraid.
Really? Do you think so? Because I feel like Eddington didn't do that well.
They didn't do that well,
yeah.
But Beau is Afraid had so much money put into it.
Yeah.
Whereas Eddington was kind of a low-key movie.
I would say Beau is Afraid counted as a flop.
Oh, it's a massive failure.
Yeah.
But it's a great movie. It's a massive failure. But some of the greatest movies are a failure, like not The Shining, but The Thing. Yeah. John Carpenter's The Thing, one of the most iconic body horror movies of all time. Huge flop.
Yeah. Do you think that Beau is Afraid will ever get...
I think so. I legitimately think in like 10 years people are going to come back and be like, this is a cult classic. And I will be on the fucking front. So I was literally first in line. We sat
in the theater for 3.5 hours.
The only out of 4 people in the theater, we were there.
Oh my god, it was... Oh. We haven't even gone into like Mary at all.
Mary? Like about her arc or what?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we didn't really get into many of the theories. There's the theory that Clark went through the window and killed his wife.
I think killing his wife is kind of crazy. I thought maybe he went and her.
What? That's crazier.
What's so crazy?
Are you serious?
For her to run away from him, like, I guess it's enough for her to run if he was abusive.
That's what I think it is. I don't think he fucking her.
Well, he was like sitting outside her window. That's fucking creepy.
Well, I agree, but I don't know if he went in there and her. I think he might have went in there and killed her, because he didn't really express like sexual frustration. I think if he was more in that mode, he would have been like more sexually deranged, in my opinion.
Okay. You think he's more likely to have gone in and murdered her?
I think he murdered Kat. Do you think he murdered Kat too?
Yeah, he did murder Kat. I don't know. Only her head was shown in the fucking fridge.
What do you think he's using the head for?
I
think it's more likely that he went in there and killed her. Even if that, which I don't fully believe that that's what happened.
I don't think that there's like evidence for that.
I think if you were to ask King Parsons, he'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
So are they getting that theory just from her running away from Captain Clark when he comes into the room?
That he killed her?
Yeah.
I think it's mostly that he was just abusive with the whole broken glass and yelling at her, calling her fat bitch. I think that theory is
a theory.
The most concrete theory.
Yeah.
And the most believable and what I believe to be true. What do you think about the ending?
I think it's still like, you don't know.
Well, that's the thing, is like, if it was like, oh, and then she went home, then there's nothing to talk about.
She definitely can't just go home.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking, rewatching it again specifically, like where she's walking out of the back rooms when they're like carrying her. Mm-hmm. It was kind of reminiscent of, this is crazy, but Cube 2 Hypercube. I think if you'd see the movie, you would feel like you're getting electric shock therapy. Like, it is such a bizarrely ugly movie. But in the end of that movie, spoilers for Cube 2 Hypercube, she jumps through a cube portal. And she wakes up out of this like chamber thing, or like she wakes up out of her trance, out of this pool, and it's like a very similar situation, like shot, like government officials kind of surrounding the area, and they just shoot her in the back of the head. And I was thinking, oh my god, this is like Cube 2, Hypercube, where she's gonna come out of the back rooms and they just shoot her.
I think they were considering like
just shooting her.
Yeah, because they didn't know if she was
a
monster or whatever. It did seem like they were prepared to kill her immediately.
I was thinking that they were gonna kill her based off of like, we can't let her speak about this.
My thing was, I think that she was gonna be committed.
Like her mom?
Like her mom. I think that's like what she was asking, what's going to happen to me? And he said it's not up to me, which I thought was an odd answer. Like, who is it up to then? Like, who's actually in charge if you're not in charge? And like, who can say that she's, what's going to happen to her?
I like the ending shots where it's showing all the locations in the back rooms, Bobby and Kat's house, or like their neighborhood, or like their complex. They show the rubble from Mary's old house that she grew up in. They show a advertisement for the building that's going to be resurrected in her old house. They show Mary's bookstore, or like they show the bookstore that Mary had a signing at. They show her office, which I thought was really cool. I didn't notice at the beginning. I thought it was just like a random room, but it's her therapy office. And then they show Mary. I think all that is very, very well done. Even a slight nod to the original series with the signpost with missing flyers for Kat and Bobby, which I thought was really cool. And I wish we would have got more stuff like that, because as I said earlier, like this is very much reminds me of As Above, So Below, which is, I said this before, is a movie of the Paris catacombs where they go looking for this gem that can heal people, and the deeper they go, the more uncanny it gets, and the more like there's stuff from their past. There's the same car that was on fire that killed one of the characters' brothers. There's a piano that has the same missing note, so when he starts to play it, it doesn't play the same, or it plays exactly the same, like he tries to play the song that he used to be able to play, and then it has the same broken key.
When I was a kid, we had a piano that looked exactly like this.
Really?
Danny and I used to play it all the time. We only knew one song. We could never finish it because the A4 key was messed up.
George.
This is a trip.
That stuff I kind of wish was more in the back rooms. Like I would have loved a scene like that where they're like, oh my god, this is something that I had. Like,
oh, like Bobby's shirt.
Well, they did kind of have it, but they didn't really interact with it.
He
or
picked
like,
it up.
I guess that's true, but like I guess
but you have to notice that he was wearing
that,
it
and for the characters to notice. Or
he did notice. I think that's why he picked it up.
But I mean, like his reaction wasn't very like, oh my god, this is crazy. Well, even though. I noticed again when watching the throne room, the shoes, and I think Clark should have seen that and been like, that's
no. You think Clark could notice what people's shoes are?
I notice people's shoes.
He is a deranged alcoholic.
I guess that's true.
Like, and so in his own head, like. He is not paying attention to what people.
I guess. I think if I see people enough, I'll notice the articles of clothing that they wear and all that.
I mean, I think there's a possibility that he should have noticed those were their shoes, but.
Well, he did notice the throne, but he didn't say anything or like react crazily. He just like touched it and was like, "Wow."
Right.
Whereas it's literally a 1-for-1 thing that he had in the real world. Which I wish there was more of that, like more.
I kind of wish that you can know about this stuff without having to like go home and watch more about it to learn about it.
Yeah.
I think knowing those things would help the regular viewer to know about it.
Yeah. I even think how great would it have been if Mary had been walking through the back rooms and had stumbled upon her old home, like her old house. Like how traumatic that would have been.
That would be super traumatic.
Yeah. Like that would have been great.
The other thing about Mary is with all the windows, the window talk.
Oh yeah.
And obviously when we see Mary in her home, she is trying to look through the window. And then with like her book, it's called
Through the Window or whatever.
Looking. What is it?
I don't remember. It's about a window and door.
And like a lot of, I think when she's first talking to Clark in his therapy session, she's talking about a window and like what he's listening to on the audiobook. It's about a window. There's like a lot of stuff about windows. And then in the very end, she's in that room with windows. But she's never going to leave it. She's just going to sit there and look out the windows.
I will say, again, paying attention to the background, real world does kind of look liminal or like too perfect. It reminded me a lot of Vivian. It's a Jesse Eisenberg movie, which is very similar. They move into this new neighborhood, and it's a suburban neighborhood, townhouses where they're all the same, and they are essentially stuck there and they can't leave. And there's actually like kind of an underground backrooms like area where there's a creature, and it's a pretty fun movie. It's effective, but the horror of that is like it's very liminal. It's like modern suburbia, like everything looks the same, everything's too perfect, too uncanny, and the skies and like the color of the skies and the clouds, like how perfect they are, kind of reminded me of that. Like I don't think that like that means that they're actually technically all in the back rooms. I think it's just like adding to the liminal feel so that like everything always feels liminal. Because like I was looking behind the Captain Clark store and like the mountains look perfect. It's like perfect green mountains. Like there's no trees. It's like freshly cut. It looks very perfect, and the clouds are perfect. They look like the Toy Story clouds. I will say, going back to like what didn't work for me, I think the music kind of didn't work for me. I think there was some music that was effective. I said this before, but I wish there was more of a vibe of like Infinity Frequencies album In Between Two Worlds. Which is more liminal. It's a lot more liminal than the soundtrack of this album. The album cover is even liminal. But I do like the inclusion of Caretaker's Dementia album, whatever the fuck it's called, I don't remember. That was a cool inclusion. And I like the Half-Life sound effect of the door opening, Gmod, all the Valve classic games. Kane Parsons did say this is very, his two biggest influences were Portal 2, which is a video game, which the writing on the wall is very reminiscent of Portal 2 and kind of deranged people that are in this facility. And it's right there, 1 Hour Photo, the Robin Williams serial killer movie.
Is that why you got it?
No, I had picked it up before, because he did that interview like a week ago, so I picked it up a month ago or so. Now I really want to watch it to see like what he pulled from it.
Yeah.
So that's the Backrooms. I think.
What's your rating?
I think I rated it a 4.5 out of 5 on Letterboxd, and that's purely based off of my enjoyment, my excitement, and my gratitude for a YouTuber born in 2005 making a horror movie. I think it's special, and that he's smashing records. He's beating out a Star Wars movie. He's really setting the foundation for the future of what creators can make. Which is crazy. He's 20 and he's paving the way for the future.
It's pretty cool to see that still happen.
Yeah.
2026.
And like A24 is not this like big giant corporation like Disney or I was about to say Marvel, which is also owned by Disney, but like or or whatever, but A24 is still a big juggernaut of a company. The fact that a 20-year-old is leading the company to financial success like it is.
Make back the money it lost from those.
Make back money that they lost a lot of.
$23 million.
23, it was $23 million?
$23 million.
That's how much they lost?
At least, yeah.
Well, not counting marketing.
What? I mean, the budget of a movie, does it count marketing?
The budget of the movie
I don't know how much they put into marketing.
Yeah, the marketing was at least a couple million too.
I mean, then probably $26 million.
Yeah, no, they lost a good amount of money. But Kane Parsons is here too. I just hope he doesn't replace Ari Aster, because Ari Aster was a cash cow. He was A24's like.
Ari Aster just needs to write a better movie.
Whoa!
Not to say
whoa!
I'm just saying one that like.
He needs to make a financial decision and make a financially safe movie.
Yeah, and like more like Hereditary, like.
That's what a lot of people have been saying. He needs to make another Hereditary.
Yeah,
But he's never gonna be that guy. You really like what?
I think Hereditary is a really good horror movie.
I think it's the modern day Exorcist. Yeah, it's like it was kind of the blueprint of its time for elevated horror, which is a fucking.
And as far as like horror movies, I still think about
Hereditary
for sure.
Yeah, I think he definitely needs to get into more drama-based psychological. I mean, they're all psychological, but more drama-based.
I think the aspect of like going into each movie with a different like mental illness as the background, I feel is kind of like one of the purposes of all of his movies. But like,
do you think the Eddington mental illness was being Republican?
yeah.
Yeah, I think he should stick with that thing.
I think Beau's Afraid is actually bipolar anxiety.
For sure,
is
anxiety,
like the bigger one. Yeah.
Yeah, that first chunk of the movie where he's just in his apartment is really effective.
Crazy anxiety. Yeah.
Just them all joining his house and all that.
Yeah. God.
The spider and him needing water.
Yeah.
I really hope he goes swinging for Backrooms too. I think he has a lot of great ideas.
I feel like it's more likely that it would be a completely different setting with different characters.
I hope it's different characters. I think the company is still going to be a character, like as
Async.
I think they're still going to be very prevalent.
As they should.
I hope Philip is back.
I would think that he would be the only returning character.
Yeah. I did notice that Beck from Victorious is credited in this movie. And I was like, where is he?
That?
He might be Middle Eastern. He's a very handsome brown boy. He's Beck from Victorious.
I never saw Victorious. So.
Well, he's like the handsome brown boy from Victorious.
Okay.
And he's actually, I know I just call him handsome, but he's what most people, you look like Beck. I think because we just had similar features when I was skinny. But, he was credited, and I was like, where is he? And then I watched it again, and I'm like, oh, he's on the fucking card that is so crazy. I'm gonna censor this out, but I was about to say Charlie Kirk. What's his name?
What?
What's his name?
Who?
Clark.
It's late.
Yeah, it's a little late. So Clark, when he's going through the bag, when he opens that little thing and he sees the bag, he pulls out an ID for Aztec, or what is it, Azcorp.
You do look like Beck.
I do look like Beck?
Well, this one. Yeah.
Yeah. We have the same eyes, kind of.
The hair. If you had curly hair.
Yeah, that's what everyone was like. Oh, you're brown with long hair. You look
look
like
exactly like
Beck.
Beck.
All those brown people with long hair.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. That was literally what everyone called it. And like that was when Victorious was airing, was when I looked like that. So
Okay. Oh.
So yeah, when he's going through the bag, that's when he sees a picture of Beck.
Oh, that's okay.
So that's his credit. And I'm like, and he's even credited in the end. Like his name is on the credits for just having a photo.
Yeah. Well, he's like, he's going through the back rooms in the video.
Oh, is it him?
Yeah, that's him.
Oh, shit. Oh.
Yeah, that's him.
I thought it was just some
The very
random
first
guy.
scene. That bag correlates to the guy who is taken in the first scene.
They didn't show him putting the bag there, though.
They show the bag in the first scene. Somewhere.
What's your rating?
My rating out of how many? 5?
5.
A 4.
4.
I like out of 10, but
What's out of 10?
probably is 7.9 or 8.
So it's basically a 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, well,
I'm more like 7.9.
7.9.
Yeah, because I feel like 3.9 is like too low for some reason, even though it is probably similar to
That's
7.9.
how I felt when using Letterboxd at first, because I like out of 10, but you have to use out of 5 on Letterboxd. But yeah, I think anything above a 3 or a 6 is a good score for Backrooms. I really enjoyed it. Had I not really known the history of it, I might not have liked it as much. Jesus Christ. But I do like the concept in general. I think I wouldn't have had to have prior knowledge to enjoy the concept.
Well, I didn't have prior knowledge.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's an interesting enough or unique enough concept that really anyone could get on board with it.
I think it helps knowing it now. And
Yeah.
if I rewatched it, I think I would get a lot more out of it, knowing more.
Yeah, and watching the sequel, you'd probably...
I think the sequel should be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think overall it's a good
movie. Let us know. Movie review show or 2 tickets, 1 screen, or 1 screen,
What?
2 tickets. What?
No.
No.
It's 2 seats, 1 screen.
Oh, 2 seats, 1 screen. Yeah. So, yeah, let us know.
I guess 2 tickets, 1 screen would work too.
Well, no, because we're going to review things that we didn't buy a ticket for. So I think
That's
seats
what
are better.
I mean. We have 2 seats,
Yeah.
1 screen.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
yeah. Or a movie review.
Movie review show.
Movie review show.
Yeah. It's a show. The show is the movie review. A movie review show.
Okay. Yeah, let us know which one you like better, I guess.
Yeah.
We don't
You know,
have
the problem with 2 tickets, 1 screen is it's a little too close to 2 Girls, 1 Cup.
That's a good point.
Oh, that's the point. Oh, okay. Have you seen 2 Girls, 1 Cup?
No.
Really?
Really?
It's brutal.
I can imagine.
Yeah.